I'm Tyler Bronski. I'm with Jerome Williams of the Somerset Patriots, former Major League pitcher. Now, Jerome, you began your career in the San Francisco Giants organization. You were a first-round draft pick by them. Now, you were called up to the big leagues in 2003, but prior to that, you spent 4.5 years in the minor leagues before that. So take me through the first few years of your professional career. Just how did you stay so patient and even-keeled in the minor leagues, hoping for that call-up?
I had to grow up quick. I got drafted when I was 17, so coming up through the Giants organization, you had a lot of big name guys, a lot of young guys coming up with a lot of high ceiling, and I was one of those kids. But going through the minor league system, learning from different coaches, different players, big league guys, just learning the game. It helped me out a lot when I got there. Yeah,
most definitely. Now, you spent from 2003 to 2005 with the Giants. Then you bounced around a little bit. You went to Chicago, Washington, and even Taiwan before settling with the Angels for 3 really solid years there. You were a swingman for Mike Scioscia's club. So can you talk about how you like that swingman role with the Angels and just having that extensive opportunity in the major leagues with the Angels?
In the beginning, I was just trying to go out there and just pitch.
Sure.
I had a second opportunity to get back to the big leagues, and being in that role, it kind of helped me out a little bit. Being a versatile guy, going back and forth, being a swingman, I can give you innings in relief and then go out there and start too. So it kind of helped me out a lot. Later on in my career, going from the Angels to Houston to Texas to Philly, it helped me get the same aspect of like knowing both roles, being a part of the bullpen, kind of like understanding what a bullpen guy goes through, instead of just being a starter and not knowing anything about it.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, you played with Mike Trout a little bit for 3 seasons there. In your opinion, what makes Mike Trout so good, and just like what type of guy is Mike off the field as well?
He's just an eager kid and always wanted to learn. I think the number one thing that people don't realize or don't see behind closed doors is there was one guy that actually took him under his wing, and it was Torrey Hunter.
Yeah.
Torrey Hunter basically molded Trout to where he is now, and learning from a guy like that, it's a big thing for him. And even him off the field, he's just a great player, great guy. Loves to do work with kids, and that's why he's the face of the Angels.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you spoke about this a little bit, but can you talk about that 2014 year for you?
Oh my God.
Starting the year originally with Houston, getting released, going to Texas, and getting claimed off waivers by the Phillies. Just like, how tough was that for you, bouncing around teams and then adjusting to a new team's kind of culture and just a brand new set of teammates?
In the beginning, it wasn't really like trying to adjust. Playing with the Angels for those 3 years, I kind of knew, Houston, I knew Texas. I knew all the guys. I played against them for a while, so it wasn't really an adjustment. But the real big adjustment was when I was with Philly. Just going back to the National League and seeing different types of pitching, different type of hitters. And I got a hit again, so it was totally different. But just a transition from moving. I was moving my family, from 2 different places and going across the nation. So it's like it was difficult, but you learn how to deal with it.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you've had a lot of great teammates over your career. Can you talk about some of your favorite pitcher teammates though that you just simply enjoy watching pitch? Like, when you're not pitching, like, who do you like watching pitch?
Well, shoot, we can go back to Chicago. When I was at the Cubs, I loved watching Maddox pitch, play with them. Being over in Philly, we had 2 guys on a rotation. When I was there, was really good to watch, and really, impressed of how they did their work was Cole Hamels and A.J. Burnett. Yeah. Both of those guys, they're Bulldogs. They've been around the game for a long time, and they still have the stuff to get big league people out.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you've been in the Atlantic League before. You played for the Lancaster Barnstormers. You're almost like a poster child for that organization since you made the major league or got back to the major leagues after your time with them. You're with the Somerset Patriots now. I guess I wonder, why did you choose to come to Somerset instead of going back to a place you're more familiar with Lancaster?
I just wanted to play.
Yeah.
You know, as the first team that I was out there that had some room, and you know, I had a real good relationship with Ross Peoples. Obviously, when I played with him in Lancaster, and then I have a real good relationship with John Hutton. So, played with John, played against John a long time. You know, he was in Oakland. Played against him down in in Venezuela. So, you know, I just had the opportunity to come here, and you know, and thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Final question for you, Jerome. That year with Lancaster, I think, was in 2011. It's 2017 now. That's a kind of a wide margin between the first time you're in this league to now. How have you seen this league grown or develop since you were here in 2011? And what are players' attitudes towards playing in the Atlantic League now than, say, the first time you were in this league?
No, the league has turned into a really good league. I mean, you got really good players out here. You got guys that, you know, can have the opportunity to get back to the big leagues. I mean, shoot, there's one guy that got picked up out of here. That got back to the big leagues with Seattle with Cloyd. And so, you know, this league, you can't sleep on this league. I mean, this league is guys that have big league time or on the verge of, you know, this they just didn't have the opportunity to get there or they had that chance. You know, it's just different. You know, it's a different league now. When I was playing, you know, we had Newark in the league, and you had the Road Warriors in the league. So, you know, it's totally different. But like I said, the caliber of players here, you know, these guys can play somewhere in AA or AAA, maybe even back in the big leagues. But I think the knock on top of this league is how it was for me my first year coming to this league. You know, I'm saying to myself, you know, in 11, I'm a big league player. I don't need to go down to the Atlantic League. You know, it's not a league for me. But once playing in the league and being around the guys and being around this type of baseball, people sleep on it because they think it's not a good league. And I think we have a lot of conversations inside the clubhouse with my teammates. And we always say, it's like, you know, everybody sleeps on this league because nobody looks at this league as an actual league. If an established big league pitcher can't find a job, their first thing is like, I'm not playing there. You know. But for me myself, you know, I've been in that situation. This is my second time being in this situation, and I already know what the league is all about. So I strongly advise guys who's trying to look for a job, come to this league. I mean, yes, you know, you might not have the best umpires, you might not have the best, you know, facilities, but it's not about the umpires or the facilities. It's about going out there and playing your game.
Absolutely. Well, Jerome, thank you so much for doing this, and just all the best to you this season.
No
Appreciate